into the whole project themselves. So it's quite a big endeavour that they've engaged in here. So what I'd like to first ask, this is Alan, this is Jamie, and I'd like to ask you first of all, guys, tell us all about the project.
Stardust project started back in about March. We were asked to join an event, a live event, which was about a girl, Laura Young, who had cancer, terminal cancer. So we got together and we played at this gig. After we'd done the gig, we decided it would be a good idea to maybe get a song together. So I got myself and Jamie to try and work on a song, which we did. So we got a song together, and before the whole thing completely just snowballed. It's just we ended up making a video. We never shot a video. We decided we need to make a video, so we had an iPhone and a drone, so that's what we made the video with.
It looks really great. If you go onto the website, the Stardust website, you'll see the final product itself and the making of them behind the scenes and the outtakes and so on. But the song itself, I mean, how well has it been received? I mean, it's the whole production it's a great production, and you've roped in is the wrong word, but you've managed to get Ken Allen, a producer who's kind of a well-known producer who's worked with a lot of famous people and so on to get involved in the project. But maybe before you tell us more about the songwriting and the filmmaking, just tell us a little bit more about the actual charity and the whole endeavour that you're trying to.
Well, okay, the Stardust project is a project we've made just to raise money for cancer for people local. We found that a lot, obviously, it kind of knocks on everybody's door now. I think it's something like every 2 or something, isn't it? That can get cancer within a certain amount of people. But we decided we'll try and raise money, and the money was to hit between the cracks between. Basically, what happens is you get big, millions nurses and what have you, who have big funding, and there's a lot of cracks that get missed in between. And we spoke to people, and the money's kind of going to go to help fill the cracks, where people don't get funding in the very early stages of cancer, where people maybe need a wee holiday, a wee trip away, a day away, just to get away from reality, I suppose, for a wee while. That's the kind of the aim for it. So we just involved the community, we involved lots of local people, and we got about I think 5 or 6 different artists on this song. And we kind of, Jamie and myself kind of wrote the song, and we got people to sing on it that were at that concert, the first concert we'd done, and then we managed to get hold of Ken Allardyce, who's, in fact, it was quite, we were looking for someone, we decided we need to get somebody to mix a song for us, and we were thinking of people that we knew, just that we worked with in the past, and then my sister-in-law says, oh, my friend's husband's a big producer, and I'm thinking, what's his name? Ken Allardyce. So I googled it, and I fell off my seat, because this guy's worked with everybody, like Madonna, and the big names you think of in LA for 35 years, so we kind of chatted on his door and saying what he would do for us if he would do it for us, and Jamie let kind of know a wee bit further on,
Well, meeting Ken for the first time was an experience. I've never been in a studio like that in my life before. I don't know if it'll be the last time I'm there. But yeah, he's a knowledgeable guy. I'm a musician myself. I'm a lead singer in a band called Never Knowing, and
we just decided when we went to see Ken about it. He asked us, what do you want me to do? He says, well, we've got a song. Can you mix it? But we're kind of a wee bit sceptic because we've seen the people he'd worked with in the past.
Kind of scary.
You're going to put this wee song of ours, so the one he's going to think about it and really shoot to death or what. So he took it and listened to it. He says, I could definitely do something like that. It's kind of something good in, and his brother also has cancer at the moment. He's doing terminal cancer, so it was kind of poignant for him, so he's got it on board.
I mean, that's one thing that, because in the film, you've in the background, you've projected images of probably family members and friends and so on. And obviously everybody that's involved in the project has been touched in a personal way, touched by it.
Yeah, that's what it was. A lot of pictures in the back were people that have been our family relatives. Everyone that we contacted about it had some story to tell us. Somebody that had been involved with cancer, people who beat cancer, people who were fighting it, people who just lost people to cancer. I had 3 relatives myself within a space of 10 years. My sister with bowel cancer, my father with brain cancer and lung cancer, and then my auntie just passed about 3 months ago. She had lung cancer and liver cancer. So it really is knocking on your door a lot more than it used to be. And I think, it's I know lots of people are always asking for money you know, what we decided, we're not kind of rattling a tin, we're saying, we'll give you something for it, we'll give you a record, a CD. Also, in that way, we managed to get hold of Major, who works with Band-Aid, you know, Sir Major, and he said it's a small video, just saying it was a great idea, you know, and good luck with it. I think it's just great to get somebody that kind of status.
It's good to get that support.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and help promote the project. And
Yeah.
how's it doing anyway, since you've...
We have not, I mean, we managed to, we had a record label, Confidential Records, years back when me and Jamie were in a band together. The band split and we got a record deal. The other way around when people normally have something. So we got this deal on Confidential Records. We spoke to a guy, Ned Parker, said to look, we want to release a song and we need to get it out there. And so they waived about £450 cost that they would normally charge. Pressed up CDs for us. Got about 1,000 CDs pressed. That can we work out £5 a disc, £5,000 that make. Then it's all those iTunes, Google Play, so you can download it there. But we've no idea kind of what money it's made so far, because it's about 3 months' time before we know. That's the time it gets paid through iTunes and through the record label, gets into the account. You know, I think we've got about £2,500 currently in the Stardust project bank account. We're trying to aim the 10,000 mark. We've got a concert coming up on the 18th of November. Where all the people are on the records, you know, they're going to play that event as well.
I mean, you know, the film club's obviously what we're here to talk about, so we will get around to that.
Sorry.
Promotion as well.
Yeah.
Maybe tell the people watching and our audience here about the concert you've got coming up.
The concert's, it's the Stardust Project concert. Everyone that was involved with the project, everyone on the records are all doing their own sets. They're all musicians in their own right. So we're going to perform the song Stardust as well live. We've never performed it. We'll do good rehearsals for that Sunday. We'll do rehearsing the song. We've got individual sets. We've got Kane artists coming in as well. There'll be food, there'll be drink. A couple of hundred tickets that'll be there for the event. We've got about 100 sold. We need to sell another 100. Make the money for the production, the concert and so on.
Would you get on the website?
Yeah, you can get the website. Yeah, you can buy them locally in Nickel and Dime at Shop Electronic. You can get them locally. Buy the tickets for £15 a ticket, but it's £15 well spent.
And it's at Nairn Community
It's in the Nairn Community Centre, yes, on the 18th of November at 6:30, and it'll be on to 11 o'clock. But it's a real big event, and a lot of money put into it.
Great stuff. And in terms of the actual production, the film that you made, the little video which you shot, as you said, on an iPhone, it's an iPhone 6.
A 6S, an iPhone 6S,
a drone.
And a Phantom 4 drone we use for
But
it.
when you see the promo, it's quite a big production.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got a lot of locations, you've got a lot of people involved. The car, your car. I mean, maybe you could tell us.
Yeah,
some of it.
well, we initially, I decided, I thought, since the iPhone has 4K, I thought let's shoot it in 4K, which was kind of like out because it cost a lot of money we had to build a computer to the edit, and it was just cost under 2,000 to build it so we could edit 4K, which the files are massive size. So we started shooting the video. Me and Jim had a few ideas. We went down to the local beach near Ness. We've done a couple of shots with the girls down there, Carmen Kenna. We got a shot with Mark down there, Jim. We've done a couple of shots. And then later, we didn't know where the video was going to go or what it was going to be about. You know, we just knew it was going to be people in their own wee bubbles, sitting thinking about how they deal with something. And I think Kim had contacted us one day, and she says, how about me dressing up as an angel? And we kind of went, great idea, you know, or whatever. And then as you started putting the video together and doing more shots, you started realising that, hey, this is a good idea. Because it was almost like your guardian angel was there. There's somebody by your side, even though you may think you're alone. And that's the kind of idea of it. And it kind of brings everybody together who are in different kind of like areas, different, you know, dealing with things maybe their own way. And we end up at Red Castle, and where they get together. And Kim plays two shots there. She plays the angel, and she plays just herself. And you kind of realise that this person's been by her side all the way. And that's kind of how the story kind of went together. The shot in Balmakeith Industrial Estate, we put a shout out on Facebook for some cars. We thought the way to get cars up is to say to young ones, we need nice sporty cars, nice cars, so they all wanted to bring their cars up to us. So about 30 cars turned up at Balmakeith Industrial Estate in the local newspaper. And the idea there was to create a shot where Kim stood in the middle of the road as an angel, and we had the cars to drive slowly, about 5-10 miles an hour, or something was going by. It took about 15 minutes to get the shot all in our footage. We were there for a couple of hours. We then reversed the shot and sped it up, and it was almost to kind of simulate if you could turn back the clock, if you go back in time. And when you see the out of the end of the video, things are going backwards, and that's what it's all about, kind of going back.
It looks great. I mean, it really does. The qualities, you know, when you see it projected, it sounds great, but it looks great as well. In terms of getting access to some of those locations, how did you manage to deal with all that? I mean, did you guys produce it yourselves in that sense?
Yeah, have a shot, Jamie.
Well, we just sort of talked among ourselves, thinking like where's best to sort of go. So individually we said, right, well, you can go here, you can go there, you can go there, and thankfully where we went there was no sort of like barriers to stop us from shooting. There was no permissions or anything to ask of. So
I think the only thing was maybe possibly the castle itself, as long as we didn't do any damage. But the funny thing about that is we went there about 6:30 at night time. We had to get a shot done at night, very dark. It was in the summer, so it took about 11:30 at night of prep, and we'd also got hold of candles. We got jars off of people on Facebook, and like another shout out, who's got candles? I was turning up at my door after coming from work. There's bags sitting there with stuff. So we took all the candles up to the castle. We set it all up, and we even got a friend, Douglas, hired from the local what do you call it, the little theatre it was. He brought up lighting, he brought a smoke machine up, and we sat there. So we set it, we had no idea what we were going to shoot. We just kind of thought, shoot something at night time, that'll be good to get a nice shot up at the night castle when it's kind of eerie. So I think about 11:30 at night, the fire brigade turned up with the police because somebody reported a fire. Because it's in the middle of nowhere. So you just see this castle. You can think about it now when you're looking back at it, you're going to see big hole in the middle of nowhere and smoke, you know. The old castles are made of stone, they don't really burn, what's left of it anyway. So they came out, and they were great. They just kind of came in, got a wee quick photo, and left. And we were there till probably about 2 in the morning, I think 3:30 by the time we got home. To drag a generator up to generate electricity so we could get the shots we got. So it was all good, you know. And you know, so.
Did you fund it all yourselves?
No. What happened was we decided we were going to need some money for some things, so we contacted local businesses and we said to them, what we'll do is we're looking for £100 of a local business, and what you'll get now is you get 2 tickets to the concert. You'll also be put on the CD as a sponsor, and that shows it's about advertising. So we got 17 businesses locally, including my own business, and so we made it about £1,700. That paid £700 towards the CD pressing. And for getting on iTunes, it was about £60 for the label to put it on iTunes and Amazon and Spotify, etc. And the rest of the money was going towards arranging the concert, getting the gig up and going, which again has a banner at the front of the stage for all the sponsors. So I think I don't know if we'll meet the target. I think they may not necessarily make it all within the concert, but I think it's going to go on for a while. It's not just going to the concert will finish. Things will start going in the background. We're arranging all things. There's local people, the young ones, you know, the people always wonder about their cars, you know, causing noise. Are they actually going to get together in the summer and going to do a Stardust cruise? And they're going to end up to John O'Groats with the cars with sponsors and try and raise some money.
So
and
little ideas.
Yeah, and I've got a guy going up already with a Ferrari. He's came out, I've got a Ferrari, can I go? Yeah, couldn't cost a couple of quid for petrol, but you know.
And next year we're planning maybe doing another event.
Yeah.
But hopefully at a bigger location, so we can try and get more people in to get more funds for them.
So we just get the community and stuff involved and that stuff.
And in terms of the filmmaking side, have you got the bug now? Because once you make one video or film or whatever, normally what happens is, let's do another.
Well, I think we know what's yours that kind of, oh my god. You know, it definitely gives you a bug. It's something I enjoy doing, had a lot of fun doing it, I think we all did. But you can see lots of cracks in it. But hey, for what it is, it works, and if it sells records, it does. But definitely something I'm thinking now, I'm getting myself a half-decent camera. You know, somebody else's knocker, they don't want it anymore, you know, the bug babies, stuff like that, and maybe try and shoot a couple of videos. After the concert, I'm just going to go back into music production now. I think, that's my last time I'm playing anything kind of live, you know.
Right,
So that's more or less it. I hope concert 18, and hopefully a lot of people turn up.
Well, we hope that through, you know, us helping to promote you as well, and generate more interest as well. Yeah. Let's throw it open to the audience and see what people have got to ask. I'll nip up and work the mic, as they say.
What did you use for video editing?
I used Sony Vegas. I got Sony Vegas, and I went to, when I got it, it's like you had to make a video in a certain period of time, but you had to learn to use the tools. So I hadn't done any video, and I've used some basic programs before. So I went to Sony Vegas forum and I said to all the gurus, and says, this is what I do. I make a pop video, and it gave me an idea of what I had to get. I said, I need to edit this, you know, and it says, well, what have you got? Told me the specification I had, and says, no chance. You have to go buy something, you're editing 4K, you need really chunky, you've got like an i7 processor, you need lots of memory, a good graphics card, lots of space for hard drives. So we built a system just under 2,000 at one pocket that Speyside can use for something else. So we contacted the guys at Sony Vegas Forum, as I said, and when we wanted to do certain shots, how would we do this? You know, they gave you ideas, and most of them are just simple ideas. You think that's dead easy, but I never thought of that. So that's what we kind of used. We used Sony Vegas, quite an easy program for me. We did look at Adobe After Effects and Adobe Premiere, but I think you need a degree for a couple of years before you get it working or get round about it. When you're trying to do a video, you're trying to do the music production, you're doing so many different things, you can't just dedicate yourself to one thing, because you're the only ones that are doing it. You know, so you kind of briefly touch it, give a bit of help over people to kind of get it going. That's what we've done.
Jumped on quite a few things then.
Yeah, a lot.
Any music videos that influenced your own one?
I don't know. I think just general stuff that I've learned over the years, and the James learned over the years. Just for shots, what we did find was we spoke to the guys in Sony Vegas Forum and said, if you're going to make a music video, the way it is now, maybe it was different maybe 20 years ago, was to make fast, quick moving shots, lots of stuff happening, because people soon get bored, they'll be watching it, you know, so keep it moving. So that's what we've done. We found that having like a still shot, when you move a shot, it seemed to be better, it seemed to look better. You know, maybe that is the thing that you should do, but I mean, it seemed to work for us when we're doing it. We found just moving shots inside and stuff.
Calm and moving, it seemed to work better with the,
Yeah.
with the song itself.
Even this one gentleman says, you know, to get a nice moving shot was just to put a book on a table with the camera and slide it along the table, give a nice steady shot.
Let's go to basics.
Yeah, basic stuff, you know. So that's what we've done.
Improvising, so.
And a lot of the stuff was just trial and error. People also say just shoot as much as you can. You know, you can't go with foot enough, but you can also go with too little. So that's what we did. I don't think we had to go back and really do any more shots, did we?
A little bits and pieces here and there, but not much.
I would say though, you know, our problem was we were just using an iPhone and drones. When it came to night time, didn't have inadequate lighting, so it gets a bit grainy.
Yeah.
You know, but I mean, during the day, some of the shots were pretty good, and you didn't see it on that there because some of it was streamed to the net, and some of the quality was reduced because it's in 4K, because it was just played back with the stutter. But you know, I mean, if you've got a good system, you watch it in 4K. It's quite happy with what came out of it. You know.
I have a question over here.
Yeah.
I love the music video, and I appreciate being a filmmaker. A lot of work went into that, so well done. And we're so chuffed to have you here tonight. In terms of the music video genre, I think you got it down to a key. It's all about, you know, lots of different locations to get you, and using lots of different locations to get your message across. Some of the imagery there I found really iconic, you know, with the angel's wings being lit by the sun in the background at dusk, and that drone shot of the angel in the window looking out at the castle and then pulling back to reveal. That was really powerful. Did you do a lot of location recce's during your pre-production to find the locations, or did you just know of them anyway?
We sat down actually in Alan's house and sort of made a pre-plan of where we wanted to shoot, like each singer or singers, and we kind of went down, how do we look about, what was the best time of day to go down and actually make the shots. And I think Wreck Castle was probably the biggest challenge we came across as we were shooting in the night, so trying to get the lighting in there was really difficult. But for what we had, we managed to do a really good job, I feel, so we were really happy with that at the end of the day. So, but yeah, we did a bit of planning, and it kind of worked out as it went along.
You certainly showcased Mayor and the beautiful surroundings with the landscape.
There's some cracking drone shots.
Yeah, and it's right on your doorstep, and you know, I feel that you've totally embraced it.
Yeah.
I had another technical question. I saw a shot in some of the behind the scenes where someone was planting a CD player in the bushes. Was that a challenge with the lip syncing?
Well, yeah, we had to. Well, at that time we still had the demo that we'd written. Ken was already mixing the song at that point, so we knew the song was going to slightly change, but it was more or less still kind of the blueprint for what we had. So the lip syncing was, as long as you could hear it, that was the issue. So, and you had to hide it. So James decided we'll play the CD. It was just a CD we were running, and he'd press and play, and I'd have to pop it into the bushes and hide it, and then he would just walk in. Because the drones had no sound. So later on, it was harder to sync up the drone shots than it was the ones I've done on my iPhone, because we could just hear the audio part. There's actually a part in the video when she's singing out for cancer, when the drone goes up, you see my wife Emma standing with the iPhone, because that's all we had for audio. So she's still on the iPhone having it recorded with the audio, so you can hear the audio when you sing out for cancer, then the drone shoots up. So the audio came from the iPhone and not the actual drone itself. So there's lots of wee things that we've done. And again, yes, you see reflections of the drone in certain, but in fact there's a beat shot, you see it tilt, the blades just kind of come into it no more, but I thought, hey, leaves it something for somebody to talk about. You know, also the Angel's wings are upside down. The reason that was, because the big wings we had were never fitted by the car, never fit by him. So when we turned them the proper way, you couldn't see them. So we had to turn them upside down so you could see that there was wings there. So there's lots of wee things that we can sit.
Behind the scenes.
Yeah, but say it's
But it works overall, you know.
It was fun, total fun doing
those
it.
things, you would never pick up on those things unless you.
Aye, so if people can go back and have a wee look at it and see and pick holes in it. But hey, we had fun doing it, and it's been, and it's still growing.
The overall message and the overall, you know, story you're trying to tell works. So that's the main thing.
I mean, apart from buying the video equipment, it really costed nothing but time, you know, and then just for the CD pressing, local businesses helping you out as well.
It's great. It's a good inspiration, I think, for other local filmmakers and musicians collaborating with different people, you know, different skill bases, getting together to make something that's, and you've got a good, you know, cause behind it as well.
We'll definitely make another video, but we'll make it better sector. I think we've
Great stuff.
a good
With a big learning curve.
Yeah,
Massive
definitely.
learning curve.
Just keep making films. It's
Yes.
the way, isn't it?
That's it.
I think we've got another question.
Last question. Did you feel you were limited using an iPhone 6? Was there certain shots that you couldn't quite achieve without a normal camera?
I think most of there was a lot of shots that we thought we can't really do them because we've only got an iPhone. A lot of it was to do with light. There were some shots where lights I got in the church. We were going to try and put lights up now to get the church to come in the windows. But we soon realised that it was at night time, you know, you'd hardly see anything about light. So that's probably that, and having some experience in that. We did ask some people, you know, like we put a couple, again, Facebook, social media's great, put a couple of things down there to say to people that can anybody come and help us with a shot, but you tend to get little feedback when there was no money involved in certain cases, so we just had to do it ourselves. So we just had to make do what we had, but yes, we're definitely limited from what we had. The drone was good, but even that had its limitations as well, like me trying to fly it. That was, you know.
There were some issues with focusing as well, what we wanted in the forefront and the background. We kind of like, we couldn't quite achieve that sometimes. So again, if we had that option, there'd probably been different shots in there. So that was a bit of a...
But some shots, like, you know, like you have maybe something in the back, and you want to, you've got forefront focus, but somebody maybe focused into the back, or vice versa. A shot coming from a blur into that, so you couldn't quite do that with an iPhone. But you could probably do that if you were like, you know, super cool with Sony Vegas, etc. And some effects would like achieve that. Even zoom-in shots, if you zoom in an iPhone, it pixelates. You can really do that. So the only zoom shots have a big shot and then try and zoom in that, but then you're limited with that as well. So yeah, there's definitely a lot of limitations, but hence I'm going to get a new camera. That's definitely a Christmas present when it's on the Christmas open.
Okay, folks. Well, I think that's kind of nearly at the end here. We also do have CDs for sale.
Yeah, we've got CDs here for £5.
And tickets for the concert.
Yeah, we've got tickets for the concert for £15 a ticket.
So spread the word, folks.
Get a wee lift.
You know, go along and support the cause, and you know, you'll sure
you
be a
can
great
download the
concert.
concerts
There's a
as
lot of
well.
talented people involved in it. And so
Yeah,
many
yeah.
that can go to the website
It's
and
good.
see their
Yeah, it's made a big website.
Where do they find you on Facebook?
Yes, Facebook, Stardust Sing Loud for Cancer. Just search that, Stardust Sing Loud for Cancer. You've got a new website, we just created a new website as well, Stardust Sing Loud for Cancer, and you've got individual blogs on there. You've got the individual musicians and what they're doing, so you may be interested in what individuals do as well as a whole group. But a lot of them use their Facebook, social media, just look us up. That's the best way. Buy the song.
Yeah, that's it.
Buy it. Don't you like it? You know.
Okay, well, thanks a lot, folks. That's been a great session. We've had some really interesting work, material to watch tonight, and great guests. So we'll see you next month.
Fantastic. Thank you.
You're just in the one last year there.